Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming at you in another video. Alright, so I came to the Target on Sunset in St. Andrews and Western, or whatever these two streets are, just to grab myself some razors and some batteries for my shaver. It's literally it. I didn't need nothing else in that Target. I came all the way over here just to check that Target out for no reason. Every Target's the same. But it is nice to see a different point of view over the city that I grew up in, because they have a Target on the 3rd floor, so you can actually look out, and I don't think I've ever seen that type of view. I don't think it was ever possible for me to see that type of view. You can see the Hollywood sign from here, so that was really cool. But it's a relaxed day, man. It's a relaxed day. I'm where I'm from, and there goes my, that's turned into a super apartment. Lord knows I would want to live in this neighborhood, low key. Not having grown up over here, hell no. I don't know how much those people are paying there, but it ain't worth it. I guarantee you that it ain't worth it. Not having spend most of my childhood over here, hell no. Nothing more than $900 to be in this damn neighborhood. I'm kidding you not. I ain't even kidding. Yeah, man. This is a relaxing day. I feel great, to be honest with you. Physically, I feel a lot better than I did these last couple of days. And I just wanted to catch the train, do something random. Of course, I knew I needed to get my razors, because that thing is running low and the battery was running out, so of course that was necessary. But you know, just a relaxing day, man. I wanted to make that video too. That was on my mind, the one I just made. A lot of it was on my mind in regards to what I'm seeing there. It's being ridiculous with this ceasefire nonsense. That's what it is, non-ceasefire. It was never a ceasefire. They never ceased nothing. They were killing people the whole time. They just weren't using bombs to do it. Popping them in the street, stuff like that. They're just monsters, man. It's murderers, psychopaths. That was the word I was looking for, by the way, at the beginning of the last video when I was trying to figure out what the hell this energy was. Psychopathic energy. That's what those people are, psychopaths. But you know, it is what it is, man. When you let psychopaths run the world, rule the world, and think they're the people of God, then damn it, this is what you get. Y'all let them get this crazy, now look at them, they're out of control. Taking your bombs and throwing it on poor people and children and shit. They're out of control, fam. Whether Biden want to admit it or not, his dog is out of control. Period. And when they do find a way to hold people accountable, likely he's going to have to face the same accountability as anybody else who push bombs and buttons and stuff, man. You can't just go along with protocol as planned when the partner loses his damn mind. That's basically what it is. We can go forward so long as the partner is still sane. And that's where our guilt in this country and our need to keep things quiet based on other things that we've done that we shouldn't have done has gotten us in trouble. Now that our partner has gone psychopath, crazy, you know, Michael Myers on the world, we can't do nothing but stand still like, yo, we're in his back pocket, so we kind of just got to let him do it. No, you don't. That's what we've learned. No, you do not need to let him do it. You need to get out of the way so what's coming for him don't hit you. That's what you need to do, and find a different plan. And because we got a freaking, I don't know what's wrong with his mind. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what's wrong with Biden's mind. But those who are in position to advise him have advised him the wrong way. That's what I think. And he's going forward saying, well, these are our partners. So no, man. No, that's the dementia talking. These aren't your partners. These people lost their damn mind, bro. That's what it is. They lost their mind, and you acting like they didn't. And that makes you look like you're complicit to everything that they're doing. And there's no part of what you need done worth having this attached to it. And I just wish somebody with some damn sense could see that and put that into the application of what we're doing. I don't care that the colonizers made this country what it is. I don't care that they said they have a big plan to make it so that this, for which you are taking from those people, can turn into another version of this 100 years from now. If the cameras are on, for which they are, and everybody has footage of what they've done what takes place that you're dreaming of in that place that they're building is not going to go the way you think it is. That's the part that a lot of us here in this country are not getting. No, we don't get that. Whatever they're building, you're going to need 20 times the security to keep that thing safe. Whatever little resort you think is going to be built there, now you got to deal with the backlash that comes with people looking at the footage that's going to be there for all time and align it with whether or not I should be going there to have a good time. Sure, there's going to be some billionaires and trillionaires that are going to be fine with it, but not nearly as many as you're projecting to make this worth it. Your gas line, now you got new people dreaming about how they can ruin your plans based on the fact that you've allowed this to happen and we all saw it. These are the things that I don't think my country is really considering as they're allowing their psychopathic friend to do what he's doing. He lost his mind, y'all. And unfortunately, I think our president isn't too far behind. I really don't. I don't think he's that far from behind. I think he may have something wrong with him. But he's not the only one in control. There's a bunch of people behind him. So I'm not stupid enough to think that just because he might have something going on mentally, or he might be pumped up full of pharmaceuticals, that the people who are surrounding him aren't wise enough to know this ain't right. And I'm telling you, I am telling all of you, somebody in there sees clearly and is letting this happen anyway, because they got their own plan. Their own plans that they're trying to let happen. And when all this falls apart, they're going to pick up the pieces. That's what I also understand. Not everybody there is just cool with the, yeah, let's just kill them all up and then that's fine because business is going to go as usual. Hell no, business ain't going as usual, fam. Not when something like this takes place. It ain't business as usual. Bad things happen. People stop wanting to spend money on shit when stuff like this happens. People want to go away from work and then block up the streets and all types of other unnecessary civil unrest that costs a lot of money to keep under control. That's what happens next. People stop spending the same way. People stop doing the things that make sense in regards to saving money, and so rather spending money on things that will make you whole. Your landscape changes when something like this takes place. What you're looking at, what you're projecting, the numbers, they don't project the same way. And so that's the part that I think they don't understand, is they're doing their math. They're not taking into account that people are going to still be traumatized by this going forward. They're going to raise their kids to know that Israel, they traumatized all of us. They wiped those people out, and now they made this little utopia over there, sent them people to the desert, and whatever happened after that took place. But now we're supposed to just sit back and be cool. And they think because this went on in the 1700s and 1600s that it's going to work out the same way. But they did not have cell phones taking camera footage in real time for all time in the 16 and 1700s. If they did, and the whole world was watching them do it, it wouldn't go the same way. Some of the import prices and things like that would be affected by people being outraged by seeing this in real time, and that's what I'm telling you. Now you got to take into account how other people you do business with are going to be affected by what it is you've done. That's the point. It ain't got nothing to do with a bleeding heart or who's right or who's wrong, who's laying. None of that, bro. Everybody has to have somebody else be structured properly so that we can get from them what we need to keep ourselves together. And that's the crap that's falling apart when you do this. America, white supremacy, Zionists, that's what you're screwing with. Why y'all too up in arms saying, well, we got control over everything? No, you do not. That's the point. You missed something. And this is where you're going to see it fall apart. It's going to cost more to live for you, just like the rest of us going to have to deal with the backlash of what you've done. It's going to get a little more hectic for you. That's been my point of view on this the whole time. Now you got people dreaming up ways to do certain things, but they were never dreaming up before they had to see this. Before this was in their phones every 2 minutes. Are you kidding me? Hope you're ready for that. While you giving these idiots bombs to kill children, you're going to need those bombs to protect your ass. That's what you're going to need. Dummies. Shit is retarded. Your buddy lost his mind. Fine. Back away from him slowly. If this is not what you're doing, then you're gonna find yourself in trouble, homie. That is it. That's what the Band-Aid has underneath it right there. When you rip the Band-Aid off, that's what's under there. He lost his mind, and you're gonna be hit by the same thing that comes after him for what he did. While crazy as hell. And if you knew he was doing this, then damn it, you were just as stupid as him if you were along the line with it. The internet should have botched this entire plan. It should have, the advent of the internet and the presence of social media should have taken this idea and said, nah, this ain't gonna work. If you don't do this before the internet, it ain't gonna work. And people acting like this ain't happening, ain't doing nothing for the footage that we've seen. People are screenshotting and screen recording this stuff. Whether you wipe it from the internet or not, it's already on hard drives that you can't get to, already all over the world, friend. You can't do nothing about this. And so whatever the hell you're projecting, whatever you think is gonna cost to do this, whatever you think is gonna be the revenue gain from that, for that utopia that y'all trying to build, believe me, the only people who are gonna really wanna be there are the people who are there underneath the thumb of that stupidity that y'all got going on over there. Those only people really gonna spend money on that shit. Everybody else gonna stay away from that. And nah, bad vibes. Nah, I can't be seen over there under that flag for any damn reason. Nah, I got a kid of my own, and when I see footage like that, it just makes me think of my child. Who the hell ain't thinking of that? The only people who ain't thinking of that are the people who actually hate them that much. And there ain't that many of them, friend. You're the only ones. Y'all the only ones that think that way. Nobody else care that much. Either they care a lot or they don't give a shit. But they definitely ain't ready to blow up the whole world just to see those people off the earth. What kind of crazy shit is that? That's crazy. Let's just be honest. That's beyond anything other than just crazy, friend. That's nuts. Y'all killing their babies? What are you doing? And if we had just a sensible set of people in position to run this country, even if they were fine with people dying, they would know not to do this. They would know not to allow this to happen for reasons that don't have nothing to do with a bleeding heart, man. This is what I've been saying all day long. It ain't got nothing to do with whether or not I believe in God, don't believe in God, none of that. It has to do with this is bad for business. Terrible for business. About as bad for business. You see this? That's what Israel is right now. That's what they are. And you gonna sit up, are you crazy? Bad for business, friend. And I don't care how many people are nestled in position to think this is okay, how many people in power are waving the flag saying this is fine, how many of their people are fine with this because they really don't like Palestinians, they were raised to believe Palestinians, this, that, and the third. Common damn sense should tell you not to roll with the killing of babies while everybody's watching, friend. Not while everybody's watching. You don't do it, period. If you're me, obviously, I think a certain way. I'm of God. My mother raised me. I'm a good person. Blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, when you rip all of that away and it's just a bunch of people who don't give a shit about nothing but money, this is bad for business. And unfortunately enough, I can think like all of those different ways. All of them. Unfortunately for my brain, I can snap into all of that if I need to. And look, man, it don't take a genius to understand this. It don't. It really don't. And I'm disappointed in America for thinking this is the way forward, man. Never mind that you were built this way. Like I said, look, I'm not for any of this colonizing shit. I think all y'all bad people. All of you. And I came to terms with that before this happened. This is awful. The way this thing was built is awful. The way they're doing that is awful. The way they treat people is awful. All that's awful, friend. That ain't nothing new. That didn't start with this. That's just the bringing forward, the carrying forward of the same old ish. But understand, some stuff you just don't do out of the strength of knowing damn well that everyone is watching. You have spent the last 50 years censoring stuff so that people don't get traumatized by certain things, so they don't act the way they're about to act because of what they just saw here. Are you gonna let it happen? Okay. Now we're seeing stuff that you spent all this time trying to keep us from seeing so much that is as if you've never censored it before. How does that make sense? Oh, you thought we wouldn't see it. That's what you were counting on. You thought people wouldn't care. Is that what you were counting on? So how does that work? See, that's when hypocrisy just gets stupid. Okay, so we're a pro-life nation, right? We want a pro-life, no abortion. A lot of people fighting against the right to choose in that way. And you're gonna let people see babies get slaughtered in their phones, fam? How does that make sense? But see, when you're warped by the idea that their babies aren't babies and that others are supposed to think the way you think, then of course you're not going to cover that aspect of the circumstance. They're actual babies, friends. The rest of us see them that way. You got to know the difference between the crazy shit that's in your head and the things that are going around in the rest of the people's heads. And that's where they screwed up. They think because they're nuts, everybody's nuts. No. You're nuts. We're sane. At least as it pertains to that. You didn't put enough drugs in everybody for us to just look around and say, oh, that's fine. You don't have enough money floating around in people's pockets for them to say, you know what, I'm too rich to give a shit. It ain't enough money out here for that. You didn't let enough people touch the wealth to even let that be the case. Of course we're going to give a damn about this type of stuff. You didn't put enough of that crazy propaganda in our minds, wasn't enough people watching for us to give a shit about allowing you to do this. That propaganda wasn't strong enough for that. It never was. But when you think you know who everybody is, you think you got it under control. Oh, we got this. Oh, they're not gonna do nothing. Silly shit. You let stuff like this take place. Bad math. People believing their own lies. People getting fat and happy to the point where they're not covering their backside. People getting fat and happy to the point where they think everybody else is fat and happy and don't have any understanding of who's around them. Stupid shit. And then want to control the world but don't behold the world properly. Stupid shit. I'm telling you, it's just stupidity. On top of the craziness and the psychopathic nonsense and the flat out evil and the flat out just lost and confused. It's stupid. And the problem is, a lot of the intelligent people are warped into believing that this is fine, based on God knows what's in their mind, it's not in mine. Honestly, I don't know what even makes that happen. I don't know. But you got a few of them. Not enough of them. Not enough of them to try to get away with this the way you think you're going to. You thought we were that far up the celebrities' backsides that we were just going to say, well, the celebrities are quiet, so... Like, no, friend, you didn't have that much of a hold on the people. No, you really didn't. It wasn't that damn serious. This is why God is so important. People understand that God is important because God will help you understand that the crap that you tried didn't work that damn well. This kind of goes along with something my homegirl Simone said this morning, who was also on the list, the prayer list. She's aligned with God. She be coming up with stuff that makes sense, that aligns with what it is we're dealing with on this channel sometimes, which is really, really special. She was essentially giving us some understanding of what she read in Romans that has something to do with just because you think you're aligned with God doesn't necessarily mean that you are where you need to be spiritually, because when bad things happen, you're caught off guard. You're like, this can never happen to me, and then it hits you harder than it hits somebody else because you think you're perfect. And nothing can happen to you because you got your spirituality all typed up and liked up, all of, everything is perfect in your mindset. So now, of course, when something bad happens to you, you're not going to see it coming. I promise you, this is a bigger version of that. Much bigger version of that. Hey, fam, no, you didn't have people under control like that. To do this? Hell no. No. You had a few of them, not enough of them. Not nearly enough of them. This is absolute madness. America let you think y'all had the people under control of that degree? That's craziness. That y'all could give us the most basic, absolutely basic propaganda, and then we were just supposed to forget the trauma that we're seeing? No, friend, they lied to you. They ain't had that much of a control over the people. Are you nuts? Not even close. Wasn't nowhere near that. Them movies and them TV shows and that music didn't do that to make us look at the phone and say, oh, people are dying, that's fine. No. Wasn't nowhere near that. Somebody just had to tell the truth, man. Nobody want to tell the truth because everybody got their pockets wrapped up in this situation. Everybody afraid something going to happen to them. Everybody thinks, oh, man, I'm going to offend my lawyer. I'm going to offend my boss. I'm going to offend this. I'm going to offend that. I don't offend shit, man. I'm trying to help everybody. This was a miscalculation of power. Amongst other things, psychopathic behavior and dystopian craziness and all types of other stuff that has to do with allowing this to happen. But it's just a mismanagement, misunderstanding of one's own control over others. Just like my homegirl Simone said, in a whole different way, but the same damn thing. Because you believe your lies, you believe that what comes with them lies. We're the people of God. So of course we have control over everybody. No, you're not that, and that is why you probably should be doing things differently. That's where they went wrong. Beyond everything else, they believe their own lies. Grave mistake. You are not the people of God, friend. If you were the people of God, I keep telling you, you would know not to even want to do this. You would know not to even want to do this. Because you're not the people of God, everything that comes after that lie is mismanaged or miscalculated. And everybody is too afraid to tell you this. Except for me. No, friend. No. It's not who you are, and that is not how you should be measuring things. So now you're caught with your pants down, and all your crazy beliefs and the things that you wanted to do to gain power and gain land and all this other stuff is being shown right here. We're looking at you. You didn't have us under some crazy hypnotism by way of these propaganda. No, we just right here. We're looking at you, bro. The music didn't work. Propaganda didn't work. Celebrities being quiet and doing all the stuff, the different things that they do didn't work. None of it worked, friend. Why? Because you are not who you think and believe you are. So thus what you needed was for someone else to not be that. See, if you are that, then that means other people are not that. But since you're not that, that means somebody else is. That's your problem. We're here. So because you're not that and we are, we're here telling others, yo, they not that. If they were, then this wouldn't be that. It really is that simple. It really is that simple. There's a certain connection with the Most High that they do not have, friends. It's the bottom line. It ain't there. If they had that connection, they would know why not to do that. You don't do that. You don't do that because he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that more so than anything else. You don't touch his children, bro. I don't care what color they are. I don't care if you get along with them. I don't care if they people took money or something from you millions of years ago. You don't do that to his people. You don't do that. People of God would know that because they are of God. So they would understand what it is inherently that he would not go for. You are not that. If you were, you would have the context for which not to do it. Point blank period. I don't give a damn who agrees with it or not. It is what it is. So now everything that came after that is a mistake. Period. I don't care how much power you believe you have. It's all sitting on a foundation that is not stable. Why? Because you are not who you say you are. That's it. Video 44. Thank you all for watching.